After a big shopping day in Talca, we escape the heat in the interior of Chile and drive over to the Pacific coast. It's the busy summer season, so a lot of places are full with people on the weekends. Near Bucalemu, we take a look at the salt production at the Salinas Lo Valdivia, before continuing on to Punta de Lobos, one of the most famous surfing spots in Chile. Afterwards, we drive all the way back to Talca and to our lovely camping spot by the River Maule.
So we're on our way to Talca and we're driving past Lago Colbún. There's a lot of water here to the right and the left. And a lot of the trees are underwater. Looks like the water level is pretty high. Yeah, they had a lot of snow this year.
So this is the snow melt.
My driver's happy because we had Wi-Fi last night and this morning. We managed to recharge our Intel card here in Chile.
After an exhausting shopping day in Talca, we head out to the Pacific Ocean for some fresh air. The lupins are in flower.
What are they called in English? Lupins. The lupins are in flower everywhere. We can actually smell them inside the motorhome. Beautiful yellow color. We're in the Ruta del Mar. We're going to the beach. Wow. There's lots of them. We're at the Camping Municipal. It's a free campground at Playa La Trinchera. You've got all these wooden buildings where there's a barbecue inside. There's a toilet block down there. The beach. There are 2 of the 3 friendly dogs lying around here. They're part of the environment, they get fed by somebody. It's nicely done here. You get a barbecue and a seating area. It's a little protected from the wind. The wind is quite chilly today. After a really exhausting 5-hour shopping trip in Talca yesterday.
We hate shopping. Oh, and that isn't even for clothes or something. It's
We
not
really
like,
need...
we're not doing the girly stuff.
No, it was just food shopping and we bought new windscreen wipers and all sorts of things, but we're exhausted today like 2 old biddies.
We spent almost $200.
Yes.
In what, 5
And we didn't
hours?
even buy anything that we can actually eat.
got
Apart from
nothing
a
to
big
eat.
fried chicken that we're going to have for the next 2 days.
Well,
But
yeah.
anyhow, we need a
We
day.
have no vegetables.
Yes, we do have now.
We do have now.
I
but
bought
not
some potatoes and
this
carrots
morning.
today, yeah.
On our way out.
On the way out, not even the big supermarkets, but they're way cheaper in the little villages than actually in the big cities. So now Helen is having a nice afternoon reading a book that she started 3 times already in the past 5 years and never finished. Because we very rarely have time actually to read, because there's no internet here. And if you don't have internet, you do the things that you actually never have time for otherwise.
We have no power either, though.
No, we have no power, but it's a nice peaceful spot and I'm working on my videos here. So we're just gonna get through the day, and tomorrow we drive to a spot where we have some very good Wi-Fi.
Hopefully.
Because we want to watch our football team again, don't we?
God.
After the coach was sacked.
Yeah, he's been sacked because he did so badly. We're way down the table. Oh, God.
We see how we're doing.
Kirsten likes to walk on beaches, especially when the sand is not too soft. During the week, nobody else is around here. Lovely. La Trinchera is in the middle of nowhere. No shops, no nothing. Nice and relaxing, we thought, until a lot of cars arrive in the late afternoon and set up for a big event in the barbecue area. Some of them party and talk until 5 a.m. in the morning, and by 7 a.m. the rest of the group is up and running. Hence, we don't get any sleep at all and leave this place in a very grumpy mood early in the morning.
So this is the end of the road. past Iloca. You can do horse riding here, right on the beach, and then there's some stalls.
Just north of La Trinchera is a dead-end road that leads to the beaches of Iloca and Duao. On the weekends, it's packed with people from Talca who come here for the many fish restaurants, food and souvenir stores, fish markets, and even horse riding. We struggle to even find a parking spot. Just after Duao, we park right next to the beach in front of an abandoned hotel with a fast 4G cell connection. Good enough for one night. We only want to watch our football team anyway. It's cloudy and the wind is pretty cool today, hence not a lot of people are actually on the beaches. The sand is super soft and there are many rocks, so the beach walking is rather tough. We don't actually have a big plan for this time in Chile. We had to cross the border because Vinitu's permit for Argentina was running out. We've been to this part of Chile before, so we decided to just bimble along the coast for a couple of weeks before driving back to Argentina. But there's always something new to see.
We're once again on the coast of Chile and we're driving the Cuesta de Siete Curvas or whatever. Something really windy.
First gear is holding.
First gear's holding. How high are we? 400? 200?
Still have to use the brakes. 3.
This is a very... It's a good job we have Vinny too. He's got the power to go up and down these hills. Very, very narrow bends. Lago Vishuken. Place called Pola. It's nicely done here. It's a little beach. And we're parked on the road there, but we're not gonna stay here for the night. It's a little bit too close to the road. Do you wanna go for a swim?
It's a bit like Echo Lake, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's beautiful.
With all the rich houses.
Yeah. there's
Wonder how they clean
definitely-
their windows and how much they
$50 for window cleaning. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
$50 an
It's
hour.
a little, yeah, we could
Not
do with that.
just-
Yeah. There is Mama Swan with all her little fluff balls. 4 of them. Being back in Chile means something for the slim line. Helen is into her lemon meringue pie.
It's yummy.
And I'm into a German Christmasstollen with
Marzipan.
marzipan that I got from Jumbo
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of money, but it's well worth it. And we have some fresh strawberries that I just bought in a little stressed and fresh strawberries for coffee and cake. So we found this spot on the river. That's a really nice place. It's a car park. It's right next to the road. Peaceful spot. This morning we have 6.5 kilometers on a dirt road. It's a shortcut. Oh, they're racing here. It's a shortcut from the fishing village of Llico to go further north. Bucalemu, I think, or something.
Boyecura.
Boyecura?
Yeah, and then Bucalemu is further north.
We're going past the Laguna Talca. The alternative would have been 50
Boyecura would be a really good spot for the night, but instead we just have our coffee break here before driving further north.
This is the salt production at Valdivia. I'm going to talk to the guy in a minute to see if we can get in. That was really sweet. Hanan was explaining the process to us. They fill the basins here. It's a cooperativa community that they have about 100 of these basins around the laguna here, and several people are working on them. And he said he's producing about 3,000 sacks of salt in a season, which runs from October to March. So it's a really interesting process here. The salty water comes from the ocean. It's transferred with a pump, and they can only do that at between October and March, because otherwise there's algae and insects in here, and the quality of the salt is not good enough for that. So they block this here. You can see the little, I don't know, they're kind of tiny, look like tiny fish or something, and they don't want that in the salt, so they basically block it, so the salt is not contaminated. But you can see here, the crust is not very thick. When they harvest it, it's only about maybe half a centimeter to a centimeter. You can walk across these mounds here, and this takes a little bit more time before it's completely dried up, before they can harvest it. But you can see the salt crystals. It's easy to see how they work here. You can see they block off one basin so the other one can drain and dry out. It's an amazing colour.
Sea salt making is an ancient family tradition in this area that has been passed down from generation to generation. There's archaeological evidence of pre-Hispanic Inca settlements who extracted sea salt here. Also, the Spanish conquerors used sea salt from this area to preserve food. Since the 1980s, though, the salt mines have been in danger of disappearing. The desire to emigrate to cities to study and escape the job insecurity that the salt mines have leads to almost no young people from the salt mine families continuing the tradition of being a salt worker.
So we stopped at another place along the route here. That looks really nice. These bags are 25 kilos each. They only cost $7. That's really, really cheap. Bucalemu, it's a really nice spot, and we just decided to stay here for the night. And then it's just turning around. So we have the sun on the other side. That looks perfect.
It's really peaceful here in Bucalemu. The small fishing village has friendly people and good vibes. We definitely recommend to come here.
Helen got herself an ice cream.
This is pistachio. The tres leches, which is butterscotch. Kirsten ate that.
I guess I had a bit of it. Helen,
You had all of it.
Oh, there it goes. Helen fancied an ice cream for the youngs. But in Argentina, we bought a little Magnum style one, and it was $3.50. That was ridiculously priced. And you just got two big,
It was big, it was like this big.
Scoops.
So the first bit was Kirsten's.
Two big scoops for $2.50. So, bon appetit. Bon provecho, enjoy.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's the 2nd of December. It's summertime here. Everybody else is having ice in a different form, in form of snow and cold freezing temperatures. We're enjoying the nice summer holiday here. Little kiddies playground here in Bucalemu. fog is just rolling in here. Here's the river, a little lagoon. And this is Bucalemu with a nice boardwalk.
To get to the upper part of Bucalemu, you can either walk up the steep road or use these beautiful steps. For us, it's good exercise to climb up the 75 steps and to admire the fine artwork along the climb. This is something we love in Chile. People are always creative here and brighten up their towns and villages with colourful murals or other pieces of art.
A lot of seaweed here this morning.
Allá, este gallo. ¿Cuánto trae, chicos? ¿Te unas 10 cajas? De ahí para arriba unas 15 cajas. ¿Cuánto? Ya.
Directly up the boat here.
Ah, el pescado.
We are back at Punta Lobos, Punta de Lobos. We've been here before, and you can park right on the side here with a nice view of the bay. You can also watch the surfers in the water. But we're gonna do some coffee and cake first. Now it's time to relax. We just went to a bakery in Bucalemu and we bought $7 worth of cakes, 3 lemon pies, 1 Berliner. Helen says it's really yummy. I didn't actually get it. We had 3 creamy facturas and a cinnamon roll.
This is supposed to be a half.
Try that one. I think it's even better than the Berliner. So life is good here. We are in Punta de Lobos and we're sitting in a nice warm motorhome. Sun's slowly coming out, but we're...
Not really. Time to go for a walk to burn off the many calories again. At the end of the dead-end road, you get to the cliffs of Punta de Lobos. They're covered with a cacti which has been identified as an endangered endemic species, and the rocks are frequented by sea lions, hence the name. There are a few small coffee shops and snack vans, but the main attraction here is to watch the surfers down below. Punta de Lobos was nominated as the 7th out of 12 World Surfing Reserves by Save the Waves Coalition in 2013. The waves here vary between 2 and 3 metres, allowing surfers of different skill levels to select their waves. Depending on the time of year, the waves can also range between 8 and 10 metres in height, and Punta de Lobos was the venue for the surfing competitions at the 2023 Pan American Games.
We just got to the Laguna Tilicura near Virchuken. This is Julius from Leipzig. Tschüss, gute Fahrt!
We invited Julius for coffee and cake, and after a couple of hours, it's time to move on.
We are at the Copic south of Talca and they have a washing machine and a dryer here. Each costs only about $2, so that's perfect. There are not many of these Copecs with washing machine, but this one's working, so we're happy to do that. It's a really busy gas station, but they also have good drinking water here. So we're gonna fill up our tank. Agua para consumo, so that's drinking water. So we're using the time to even wash the last blueberries. For a long time, because they are cheap here in Chile, but we couldn't even find them in Argentina.
We're not taking them over the border.
No, not for that, but you need to use your water resources when you get them. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So 35 more minutes for the drying.
After only 3 weeks in Chile, we drive once again over the Paso Pehuenche back to Argentina. Just before the Chile border, we take a look at the waterfalls again and encounter lots of condors at the Monjes Blancos. Also, Paso Pehuenche is completely different because most of the snow is now gone.